Hello, everybody. I hope all of y'all are having a good day today. This morning, I posted on YouTube and Facebook a dream that I had last night, and I wanted to share with you the interpretation of that dream. You know, for a few years now, I have been trying to talk sense into both sides. You know, you guys know that in the United States, it's not united at all right now. It's more divided than I've ever, in my 58 years of life in this world, seen it. And it's very divided. And I have family and friends on both sides of the fence who are both just as passionate as the other about their truths. You know, I've had both sides tell me about how hard and long they have researched this, you know, and I know that I am right and the other side is wrong. You know, I've heard both tell me that, and both want me to come to their side. And it's almost like they get angry at me for not choosing a side. And both of them have compelling arguments. If you sit and listen to them, both of them have truth, you know. But my truth is love, because everybody, the only thing they seem to have right now is fear. You know, the opposite of love is not hate, it's fear. Because hate, jealousy, and all the other stuff that is not love stems from fear. That's why perfect love casts out all fear. And so it's like people get angry with me because I won't choose a side. And I'm like, I choose love. What is so hard about choosing love? Why can't people see that? You would think after thousands of years of history of watching how wars start and end and start again and end and start again, it's like it's constantly going, that the hate and division never brings true peace. You may have times of peace, but the losers of the last war are festering and getting angrier and exercising and getting strength. And while the winner of the first war is getting weak and lazy, and so they'll rise up and win. And it just goes back and forth, back and forth. It never ends. There is never real peace. And you would think these people would realize that and go, you know what? This whole hate thing isn't going to work. We got to try something different. But everybody is just stuck on hate, and they can't seem to get out of it, and they want to drag everybody else into it too. I have people, I know people on both sides that are extremely capable of helping me feed thousands and thousands of people every month. I could probably provide 20,000 meals a month. Right now, we provide about 2,500 meals a month. If these people would just help me, we could feed 20, 30, 40,000. I mean, it would just be, there's no limit to the amount of people we could feed with the funds that these people have available, but they won't give me one single dollar because I won't pick their side, you know. So sad to me. And last night I was so upset. and Father spoke to me and he told me, just pray for them, pray for all of them. You know, no matter how bad, no matter how, because it seems like the more afraid they are, the more desperate they are, the more outlandish they get, you know. And Father told me, just pray for them all. And so I prayed for everybody, and I went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, I had this dream about the red tribe and the blue tribes fighting, and that there was a group of people on a mountainside at a fortress. It had many gates, all right, and the gates were all open. And these people up on the mountainside were like translucent. You could see through them, but they had like a purple aura about them that was coming out of them. And they were just watching the people down below fight. And these people were just ripping each other apart. You know, it's like there was no definite clear winners. They were just, it was insane watching them. And suddenly, like somebody flipped a switch, they all stopped and they just looked and they said, why are we fighting each other? We all share the same heart. And they looked up the hill at us. For the first time, they noticed us. They hadn't noticed us or paid us any real attention before. And then they come charging up that hill. And I mean, the looks on their faces were just, it was crazy. And then I woke up. And what Father showed me about the dream is, you know, the red and the blue. It's America. It's United States. It's the political division, all right? And what God was showing me was that the people who were translucent but had that purple aura about them said they were translucent. You could see through them like glass. It was like they were molten glass. And what it was you could see through them. They had nothing to hide, all right? They had been purified. And the purple aura about them was they had all been chosen and plucked from either the right or to the left, from the blue tribes or the red tribes. They had come from both. They'd been plucked out and redeemed from those, redeemed from the earth, all right? They had been purified, but the reason they were purple is because when you combine the colors blue and red together, you get the color purple. Okay, and these people had been plucked from either way they may have leaned in the past before they were redeemed or before they knew God, all right? Either through their own beliefs or through what they were born in. If they were born in a family that leans to the right or leans to the left, okay? They were plucked from both sides, so that's why it was a mixture of the two colors, and these people had a purple aura. But there was a dual meaning to the color purple. The color purple is also the color of royalty, and we are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, all right? We're the kings and queens, the priest kings, all right, in Revelation, all right? And whenever you look at the blood of the Lamb, which is red, remember it's written, they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. And remember, those who believe in him, rivers of living waters will flow from them. When they pierced Jesus' side, he had blood and water flow out of him on top of Golgotha, the skull. All right, water is blue. All right, so they were purple in that they were filled with the blood of the Lamb and the word, the living word, the living waters of their testimony, and the words that the Father would give them to speak, all right? There's a dual meaning in that color purple, all right? You could see through them because they were transparent. They had nothing to hide. They had come to the fullness of God, all right? And these people were coming up the hill to do battle with them. And I woke up. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling kind of helpless lately. Like, you know, I'm preaching to the choir. Nobody's listening anymore. It's like everybody has chosen their sides, and it gets so frustrating. I've seen family members literally treat other family members like it's like they've got some kind of despicable, horrible, contagious disease, and they don't even want to talk to them. These are people, some of these people won't even talk to these other people, and these other people would literally jump in front of a bullet for them. These people, I know people that would die for some of these people that just literally cannot stand them because they may have voted one way or another. It is absolutely insane what this world has come to, and I know most of it's got to do with these digital things we hold in our hands, the way people are being manipulated. The world is under a spell. The world has been hypnotized, except for those who have been redeemed and plucked. And pretty soon we're going to be considered the enemy because we won't pick a side. And they're going to say you either take a side or you're going to die. It's coming to that point. I choose love. Love is my side, and I will never, ever waver. I don't care what happens. I love you all. God bless.